Hey guys, thanks for joining the Autohound once again. Today, I want to thank my friends over at Boston Exclusive Auto Rentals, or NoBoringCarsMA.com, for reviewing this 2022 Ford Bronco Sasquatch edition. This particular car on premium fuel gets 330 horsepower with the V6 twin turbo, which is what this car has, and 415 foot-pounds of torque. This is a 10-speed automatic transmission, and it has a bunch of different modes in it, calling G.O.A.T mode. We'll go over that in just a few moments. But I wanted to just give you a really great look at the car itself. I feel that it is really remarkably styled for, you know, a Bronco. It kind of alludes back to the old days of the old 72 through 76 Ford Broncos, where they had the nice round headlights in the front. I'm going to tell you, after driving this car, it's really been quite amazing. So let's get around the car and take a quick peek, shall we? As you can see right here, this is the Bronco, just kind of going all the way around it. Take a look at the control arms underneath and the double shocks and the size of those tires. I really like the look of it. It's finished off in black. However, the owners folks at Boston Exclusive Auto Rentals really went above and beyond with this car. They decided to get the 6-cylinder twin turbo, and they changed the color out from the standard black to this really cool matte black gray color, and they had all the windows tinted. It really is quite amazing. If you take a look at it, it's super menacing and it's super nice looking, and I think it strikes the fancy of both. It looks utilitarian, but it drives like a dream. So over here, let's get into the tour of it first. Right here is the fuel door. So there is no fuel cap. Over here is the back door, and it opens up from the bottom, and of course this will come up as well. So you've got some room in there to put your stuff in. Put this back down. The back seats do fold down for some extra storage space. Right in the middle here of the tire is the backup camera, and I've used that already a few times. And I really like the little touch of the Bronco on the back. They didn't go crazy and say Bronco everywhere. So it's nice, it's understated, it's muted. But I also love this little Sasquatch on the side, right there. I think that's really neat. The mirrors are fairly large, and they have the third view mirror from the outside, so it does kind of break up that blind spot, and you don't really need a blind spot monitor, because this door, along with the entire roof, comes off the car. Now, I'm not going to do that, because that's something for you to do when you rent this car at NoBoringCarsMA.com. You can see where it says Bronco in the front, but again, it's understated. It's got the tow hooks, and it's got the hooks right over here. Checking this out, it does say Bronco right on the front, next to the VIN number. And it has the keyless entry system, which is neat. These door handles pop out a good half an inch, and then they release. The door drops down a little bit, and then we get into the vehicle itself. You'll see that this is a pretty good step. It's a good 16-18 inches to step up, but it's definitely worth it once you get up in there. This is the inside of the vehicle, and you can see it's an 16-18 inches up, and it has the adjustable seat with the lumbar. I'm telling you, it's an amazing car just to kind of drive around in. You feel like you can see everything, and you're above everyone as far as physically goes. As I mentioned, the doors do come off. That does have the power lock and power locks on it. The windows are actually located right over here in the center console, because the doors in fact do come off. All it is just you'll simply just disconnect this by pressing this button right here, and this whole piece slides right off, and then the door lifts up and out of the way. To remove the top, it's a fairly simple procedure. You'll pop this, and they rotate, and each one comes out. It's a bit of a turn on your hands, but it's really pretty neat, and you got a few catches around. So let's kind of get a little bit deeper into the engine, shall we? This is the engine of the 2022 Ford Bronco with the V6 and the twin turbos. You can see the air cleaners are right over here, along with the turbochargers, and really like right in the middle, because you can see it coming through here, and then I assume that there is another one off to the side, which I'm correct, it's right there. And it's really very well laid out. It's a nice clean engine bay, and you could definitely get to all of the accessories without having to remove any covers, because usually this is covered in, you know, the big plastic shroud. But I think that companies are going away from that because nobody's really looking under the hood of these cars unless you're at car shows, and then people want to see what's under the hood. So kind of neat. The battery is of course up front, and there's the fuse panel, power steering fluid, that looks like radiator fluid of some type, or windshield washer fluid. Kind of neat. So right here you have the hood release, which is right down at the bottom, followed by your emergency brake. These are your lights in the brightness and the dimness of the dashboard, along with turning lights on and off. Over here you have the cool little Bronco right here. So I love the fact that it says Bronco on the little pull strap. That's really solid. In addition to that, you have your vent controls. This is the wiper stock, and it does the front, rear wipers, and the directional signals all on one side, which I think is pretty neat. Over here is the seat, and let's try to get into the back. So this is with the seat fully up. Not a lot of room in the back seat. However, definitely 4 adults can fit in here. Be a little bit tight in the back if there's a really tall driver in the front, but other than that, still very serviceable and usable for 4 people. So if you're going out dooning on the G.O.A.T or off-roading, you definitely get a lot of places to put people in things. There are cup holders in the back here, which are neat, and I really like this. Now, my friends at Boston Exclusive Auto Rentals, they go above and beyond with everything. Look at this neat touch. They put WeatherTech floor mats down so they can protect the vehicle and protect you. So as someone who could rent this vehicle, you kind of can't beat it. And look, I'm not doing a commercial for them, but I can tell you that it's pretty amazing that they have such awesome cars and a wide variety of them. That right here is, of course, the lever to have the steering wheel go up and down. And let's climb into the car, shall we? Your push button starter is right here, and now you are solid in the car. Now this is really neat over here. So let's go through the features of the steering wheel. So this is your cruise control over here. This is your volume control. You could set the limit. Here is your telephone, and you could change your radio station as well, and you could speak. So neat stuff. If you are going through the trip computer, you just press this little button right here, and it will go phone, audio, settings. You could hit settings and go back and forth, which is pretty neat. It'll tell you your off-road status, pitch and roll, turbo boost, and we'll give you some really neat little features. So let's try the off-road status, shall we? So I'll hit off-road. We're going to look at turbo boost, and now your turbo boost is right here inside the dashboard. Go back a page and go back once again, and your view. And so it does show the RPMs kind of when you rev the engine, and you'll see how they just raise up right there. It's a neat little touch. I don't know if I'd go in that direction, but you know, Ford does what they want to do. It has the auto start function. Over here it does have Apple CarPlay, and it's really super responsive. You have all of your different videos, and you have some features including driver's assistance, and that will give you a pre-collision assist and the rear view camera. So kind of neat. go to your home button, and like I said, it's really super responsive. It has all of your different apps on it, Apple CarPlay, so you don't have to worry about having a navigation system because it's already there, and all of your other features. Up here are your features to lock the differential. You can lock the front differential, the rear differential. You can unlock all the differential, or you could have traction control completely off, and there is your hazard lights. Up top here, you have different auxiliary switches, and there's 6 of them. Now, there's no features on that for this car yet. However, this is in case you want to put lights in the vehicles, or a winch or something like that. All of that can be wired through here. So it does come standard with this whole piece here. However, this isn't fully equipped because it is the base edition, even though it is the 6-cylinder turbocharged, twin turbocharged variety. Down here, you could adjust your mirrors. Right in this spot is a cup holder, and it also has little other areas where you could build off of and put other features on the car, maybe like some type of additional grab bars. There's a grab bar over there, and there's some grab bars in the back. Here's your quick charging port, and it does close up nicely, so you could have this is your quick charging port, so you have a regular USB and a USB-C, and it closes up quite nicely. Your HVAC controls are super easy, really neat, so you're not having to learn a whole new system. A lot of cars today, everything's becoming all touch. I love the fact that these are tactile and you could move the buttons around. Same thing with the radio, where you could turn the volume up and down and whatnot. So I really like that. That's a neat feature. Of course, here's the engine start button. Over here, back to the speedometer, it's a screen. It has a little Bronco right up there in the corner. I don't know if you could actually see that. Yeah, there it is. So there's the Bronco right up there in the corner. So it's kind of a neat little truck. I'm telling you, this is designed for off-road stuff. So let's get into the fun part, shall we? This is called G.O.A.T modes, and this right here is your G.O.A.T mode dial. You turn the dial left and right, and you will go into different modes: 2-wheel high, 4-wheel low, 4-wheel auto, and 4-wheel high. This right here is for mud and ruts. Press that, and traction control, use, setup, etc. So we're not going to do that right now. So that's traction control for that. This is normal mode. Normal mode, it shows you an actual normal, like rocks and whatnot. This right here is economy mode, so you can get better fuel mileage. This also is economy mode. That is sport mode, and 4x4 shift in progress, so it's shifted to 4x4 and is ready to go. Over here is slippery mode for snow and rain, and sand mode, so 4x4 shift in progress. So it's really very super responsive, and I love the fact that you go normal, economy, sport, slippery, and of course sand. So really, really, really neat. So everything on this car is off right now as far as the traction controls and 2-wheel high, and you know what the truck is going to do because it tells you everything on the menu. So if I go now over to the sand mode here, 4x4 shift in progress, it tells you you're in 4 auto. You see a little 4A down there underneath the RPM. If you go to sand, which is this next one over here, it says 4x4 shift in progress. It shuts off the traction control. You can see the traction control next to the P, where for P, R, N, D, and M. And M is for manual mode. It does have a little manual mode right here where you could shift the gears up and down. Driving the Ford Bronco Sasquatch. This thing's amazing. That's my first phrase with it. It's amazing. It's such a fun car to drive. It's really, really peppy. It feels the bumps a little bit more than most cars does. However, I can tell you that it doesn't feel them in such a bad way where you're constantly struggling to find center with it. It's a very comfortable car to drive. My initial impressions and thoughts are that it's peppy for a car that weighs as much as it does, and my secondary impression is that it's just fun. You feel way up there. This car is just over, I would say, 6.5 feet tall, and it does take a little bit of a step to get in, as we saw a few minutes ago. Make sure that when you are getting into a vehicle like this, that you're tall enough to have it. Side steps would be nice on it, and the owner is going to put side steps on it very, very soon. But I will tell you, it's just such a fun car to drive, and boy, does that take off. And it's nice. So you figure for a V6 with a twin turbo on it, it's definitely going to have some punch, and it certainly does. I like the way it feels on the straightaways. I drove it up on the highway, and it definitely handles very, very well. The other thing is when you're braking, it's got massive brakes, and they just slow this car down ridiculously fast. And I think that's the key to it, is that I think Ford got this one right. It's got a lot of neat little features in it. It's a lot of fun to drive, and I can't say anything bad about it. And you as a reviewer, you're always looking for the negative in a car. It doesn't have many blind spots. The mirrors are massive, and it's just so incredibly capable. Now, I'm not going to take this car off-road, because that's just I'm not the off-road guy. Many videos out there with it being shown off-road, and I know it's capable on-road. And look, when you're driving this car, yes, you now have the capability of driving in any weather, any terrain. It has the G.O.A.T mode in it, clearly, so that does help. G.O.A.T mode, go over any terrain. Still think that's one of the coolest little features that Ford decided to pull out of their hat. What she's doing right now is just, we're gonna get on the highway and see how she runs, and go from there. So what's great about this truck is the way it corners, and you would think that for such a big vehicle it wouldn't corner as well as it does, but I can tell you from being in it, it corners amazingly. There's no body roll. It very little, if anything. It feels comfortable. The brakes are super responsive. The acceleration is responsive, and the turbos, because it's a twin turbo, it spools up, the first turbo and then the second turbo, and so you're not getting much turbo lag, and the revs don't hang up as much as you would expect out of a traditional standard single turbo. So the twin turbo is a great idea on this V6. You get all this extra torque, about 400 foot-pounds of torque in it. It's a beast. Loving the way it handles, loving the way it drives. Doesn't have much in the way of, like I was saying, blind spots earlier. It's just a great car. So, my 2 thumbs up. All right, so guys, this has been the Autohound. Once again, I want to thank my friends at Boston Exclusive Auto Rentals, NoBoringCarsMA.com. You too can rent this car, and I will promise you, you can have a great time. If you like this type of content, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, it's about the drive.